Hello scholars, let's go ahead and get Unit 1 started with this video and some guided notes. Please be aware the materials and or strategies recommended for this lesson is when you're taking notes while viewing these slides, these are your options. There is an attached note catcher to assignment 1 in Google Classroom. Take notes directly on that and turn it in. I believe there's a video in resources that shows you how to have a Google Doc open while you're playing a video at the same time. Next, another option for taking notes is if you have an app on your phone. I know I have a notepad that I use. I do want to give you some caution. Make sure you're using those guided questions on the Google class. So open up your app, take a look at the doc as well. Same with if you choose to do pen and paper. You do not need to print the Google Doc. You can just grab a piece of notebook paper, scratch paper, look at the Google Doc, again, to guide what you need to have, because this will help you on your final, and then just take a picture and send it to me. My email is apipel@dpsk12.net. Always, or if it helps you, use headphones. It will help tune out any distractions around you. I use my headphones often to drown out whatever my dog is doing or my daughter. And then finally, use that pause button. In real life, you don't get a pause button, so use it while you can. All right, so let's jump in. Our Unit 1 big question is going to be, what role does a story's structure have on a coming-of-age narrative? If you need a reminder, make sure you take a look back at your notes from last week on what coming-of-age means. Part of that structure is from our notes last week. We went over coming of age, the story pattern, from the beginning, our character being introduced in the exposition of our story. We'll talk about that more next week. Them facing a problem, they encounter a challenge or a problem or a conflict, the struggle to overcome, challenge that problem, challenge or problem. Big decision, the character makes a tough choice or decision or overcomes a difficult obstacle. And finally, in our story structure, that pattern, there's the ending. Our character is seen as different or changed. Significance of learning is revealed. Please make sure you paraphrase 1 through 5 on here on your note catcher. Next, there are 5 different types of shifts, changes that happen in our story structure from beginning to end. So our protagonist, that character that grows or changes throughout a story, these are some of the things that they move through or help with that change of 1 through 5. From being naive and innocent, not knowing, to that of being knowledged. So one quick example I always use for naive and innocent or not knowing is my older sister Eileen always teased me that I was adopted because I have blonde hair. Not very nice, right? But I was naive. I was innocent. I believed her. I looked up to her. It wasn't until later, and I found out, became knowledgeable that, one, it didn't matter what color my hair was, and I had aunts with blonde hair. So it's in the family. So I went from naive to knowledgeable. Inexperienced to being experienced. One of my first jobs, first job outside of the house, was working at a hotel as a maid. So I went from being inexperienced, having never had a job where I was given a paycheck, to being experienced. I've been having a job since I was in the 7th grade. So inexperienced to experience. That is a coming of age shift that happens. From having a false view of the world to having a more realistic view of the world. So these are those things that you may, as people are little and they believe that all people are nice. I know it's a really general example, but then you have a more realistic view of the world, and as you grow older, you go, oh, not everybody's my friend. Some people are nice, some people are not. From a state of idealism, also known as, many believe it should be, to a state of realism, also known as the reality of the way things actually are. One way that I use this as an example is for some people, they believe ideally you should, when you meet somebody, look them in the eye and give them a handshake. When the reality is that in some cultures and some faiths, you don't automatically use that way of greeting someone, especially starting to even look at where we're at with the current pandemic. It is ideally, we would love to be able to shake somebody's hand, but the reality is we can't do it right now. All right, and a state of immaturity to a state of being mature. Somehow these bound up on the same slide, but oh well. Hold on, I'm going to go back one. So a state of immaturity to a state of being mature, sometimes in making mature responses and decisions. So let's go back to my first job. Immature, I got my first paycheck and I was like, I get to decide what I get to do with this money. I'm going to buy candy, I'm going to buy clothes, and that's the end of it. Well, later finding out there was more important things for me to be buying with my money, and I began to make more responsible decisions, mature decisions with my money, paying for gas, paying for helping out my mom once in a while. All right, so take this time. This is a review of the notes that we just went over, and you have a quick write. Have you ever read a story or watched a movie where the character had at least one of the 5 coming-of-age shifts? You'll also notice on your note catcher that there is an option for you to write about your coming-of-age or experience. Maybe you've experienced one of these 5 shifts from young to older, or naive to knowledge, inexperienced to experienced, false view to a realistic view, idealism versus realism, immaturity to maturity. So go ahead and stop this video and get to writing on your note catcher. Thank you. Your quick write is due. Make sure you hit submit when you're done with your Google Doc, or make sure you email it to me, please, when you're done either with your digital notes on your phone or your handwritten notes. Have a great day. Thank you.